Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live and welcome to 2023 here on the Upper Texas Coast. This is the first show of 2023 with Dan Priest of Priest Insurance, where every week we talk about insurance. It could be home insurance, boat insurance, changes in the insurance industry. But today is going to be a little different because we're going to kick the year off, 2023, getting educated, I guess you could say, or learning a little bit about Dan. He's been doing shows with us, and you can see our shows anytime on our social media sites and on our new Bolivar Live TV on Roku and Amazon Fire. We're also going to start doing these shows live here probably in the next 45 days on our TV station. So there's plenty of ways to see it, YouTube, everything. So Dan, thanks for joining us. We've been doing these shows for over a year now. Mm-hmm. But what about you? Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay.
Your office is in Lumberton.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a show on your home down here about
Right.
your ties to Bolivar.
Mm-hmm.
You've been down here, what, 40 years?
Yep. 72.
And if you were a female, she'd probably say, I don't want to say that because you're showing my age. Since 72, all your kids have grown up down here. Mm-hmm. What does everyone need to know about Dan Priest? Yeah, that. Well, I want people to know how long have you been in the insurance business?
We opened up our agency in 2001. I have, prior to that, I had another life many, many years ago in financial services, and then I owned a business that was totally separate from this, and then kind of found my way back into the insurance field in 2001.
You've got a pretty nice office as far as, when I say nice, one, yes, it is nice, but you've handpicked your staff.
I'm really lucky with them. Y'all have met some of them. They are generally been with me a very, very long time.
There's no short-termers there.
The shortest, we do have one that's only been there 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, but two that are over 10 and one that is right at 10. So they're kind of definitely part. They've moved somewhat beyond work family into regular family, because when you spend that much time together, that's how that works. So I'm just really a beach bum at heart.
Love to fish though.
Love to fish. I'm a runner.
Do you do triathlons or anything?
I did at one point back in the late 80s, early 90s.
I won't tell you how old I was in the 80s.
Yeah, that's okay. But, we did some of that, but I'm just really a runner. I started when I was 17, and just been running as kind of a way of life. It's kind of like getting up and eating breakfast.
I know whenever I had my problem in March, he sort of pointed me in the direction, if you're going to buy a bike, you need to go here, and don't spend too much on it, but you want to spend, enough that you get a decent bike. And you'll see them going up and down 87 in the morning sometimes, either running or riding your bike, and on the beach too. And then Kimberly, she rides and runs, doesn't she?
She's a runner, yeah.
So that's in the family. How can people, and I don't know how to phrase this, you've got ties to Bolivar and you love to fish. Are you bringing more of your expertise, I guess you could say, to Bolivar? You've always done business on Bolivar, but it seems like here in the last year, Jamie and everyone's really keyed in on some insurance that people really need to know about, as far as going over your insurance, knowing what you can do. And I guess what I'm leading up is to, you've got one of the team members you've been working with, and she made a comment to me that, house prices have gone up, and it was really a close call whether they were going to be able to get the house because the insurance was high. And she worked with you, and y'all were able to find a way to save her some money on insurance.
Yeah, it's insurance. We're getting into insurance costs. It's sort of a thing. It's there's different ways to reduce your cost, and one of the things sometimes that you have to weigh is whether you want to reduce that cost by eliminating coverage that you may need later, or simply really insuring well and finding a way to compensate for that cost in another way. And we do try to go to that direction because we like to limit we like for our clients to know what the downside is and what they may be financially responsible for, and as opposed to trying to cut some corners and maybe being exposed in areas later that could actually cost them more. So,
and that's sort of what I was trying to get at, was the work that your office staff does and the kind of people that you are and your office staff helping people. It's not all about how much you can make, it's about making sure your customer's happy. You know, and I've heard you say several times and read on your site, educating customers.
And help them make the best decision that they can for them. It's sometimes it is, you know, and excuse us, sometimes clients want to do something that we really can't really do.
Right.
And that's that sometimes is hard, but we'd rather, you know, in some instances say no than have a problem later. It's just not what you want to do.
Yeah.
You can do a lot of things. You know, all things are permissible.
Right.
But
right. Let's get back to fishing.
Sure.
We're coming into winter. What's the fishing like? You been lately?
Too cold. I'm a fair weather fisherman now.
I get calls from him every once in a while, or a picture or a video clip. You should have been here. You should have been here. And Dan doesn't like to fish in the boat. Dan likes to fish out of the boat. And one of the pictures he sent me, I know he was up to his knees in mud probably, or I would have been because of my body size and stuff. So anyway, I was just wanting to let people know that, you know, the kind of person Dan is and the kind of business he runs. Like I said, we've been doing shows here for over a year now. He's involved in the community. The girls come down here every once in a while and see customers, and they can come down here. And so if you have insurance, or what better way to kick off 2023 than pull the policy out and get with Priest Insurance and let them go through and look at it. Before you know it, we'll be into the spring, and then summer comes, and we all know what happens that time of year. And you want to make sure you're covered the best you can at the best available price. And so give them a call. Even if you don't have a policy with them, they can go through and look at it and sort of give you ideas. I know on my policy, you gave me some ideas. So anyway, you can get hold of them online. The best way to get hold of them is at priestinsuranceragency.com. They've got a great website, easy to navigate, and all the contact information's on there. So, well, Dan, it's 2023. We made it another year. Whoop, whoop.
All right.
You know, we'll be back next week with another show talking about insurance here on Bolivar Peninsula. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Priest Insurance Agency has been located in the heart of Lumberton, Texas since 2001, providing a consultative approach and educating customers on how their insurance works for them throughout the coastal region of Texas. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal region of Texas, covering home, auto, business, and recreational insurance. With ties to the coastal communities, Dan Priest has had the sand between his toes since 1972, with a home on Bolivar Peninsula in Galveston County. He survived a storm named Ike, but lost his home. With insurance coverage, his family was able to rebuild following the 2008 storm and continues to make memories beachfront. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal communities, family dwellings, investment property, and business insurance. They've been there. Whether you're looking for or have a family retreat along the Texas coast, investment property, or a business, Priest Insurance would be honored to work with you and your family to make sure you're covered anytime trouble arises. For more information on Priest Insurance and their contact information, please visit their website at www.priestinsuranceragency.com, or their office is open for phone calls with questions and consultation Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. by calling 409-755-6600. 7600. Priest Insurance Agency, working and educating customers, making sure they understand and have the coverage they deserve.